Whoa.
Oh, it's coming. Oh, there it is. Well, guys, it's literally any day but Sunday, so I'm out here working on the Airstream. And as I was walking back and forth, doing some cuts out in the middle of the driveway, and then coming back and placing them in the Airstream, I noticed a strange number of wasps around the front, around the tongue. And I thought, well, maybe I should climb under there and check this out. Let me show you a bad day just waiting to happen. So you've checked to make sure that there's air in the tires. You know when you hook it up, you're gonna check all the lights and everything. But let me give you something to have nightmares about the next time you go to hook up your trailer. Today we'll be working on the enclosure for the washer dryer, the fridge, and the pantry. Probably won't get them all done today, but this is what we're working on right now. We're getting the enclosure cut for the washer dryer. I have these little 1/4-inch spacers on both sides. What I'm trying to do here is just leave enough room so that when the washing machine rattles a little bit, it doesn't try to take down the whole enclosure here. So that's what we're trying to do right now. But once this is done, it'll fit snugly up against the wall with just enough space for some wires to get by. One of the challenges in putting cabinets together in an Airstream is the walls, the floor, the ceiling, pretty much everything is curved or sloping to some degree. And so what we've done here is just tried to measure these curves as best we can. We've trimmed them, we've cut them, we've sanded them, and now they're ready to go in place. They're pretty close, and hopefully with a little bit of shims, a little bit of magic, and a little bit of luck, everything will fit just perfectly.
One of the big tasks that Jared accomplished during the last couple of months was finishing polishing Pauline. This is not only an aesthetic task, but also helps make Pauline more waterproof, as it makes the surface of the Airstream hydrophobic so water slicks off quickly instead of trying to work its way inside. This task was especially difficult because in August, the surface of the Airstream heats up really quickly. So basically Jared had about an hour or two between the time that I left for work at 6:30 and when the sun hit the Airstream and made the polish begin to dry immediately on contact. You may have also noticed that we moved Pauline up onto the pavement and out from under the trees. This is why.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, it's coming. Oh, there it is.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Wow.
Fortunately, that branch was nowhere near Pauline, but we took it as a warning that maybe it was time to get her out from underneath the pecans.
Today we began the process of installing the lights in the ceiling. So that's what all of these green pieces of tape are. They're just kind of signifying where we're going to put some lights. Most of them are going to be pretty easy to do. The ones that are on this center section right here, those should go pretty nicely. Any that are off to the side, like this one over here, that's going to be a little bit more difficult. I have to pull some wires through for that. But otherwise, this should be a pretty easy process. Drill the hole, put the light up there, wire it up, we're good to go. The switches are already ready. Well, this turned into a little bit of a mess, but as kind of a progress shot, you see how things are progressing. We've got a lot of the lights in place, and they're wired up, they're working. Part of this was just trying to figure out which circuit everything was on, but we look like we're making some progress. We got shavings from the ceiling everywhere, wire everywhere, but I think it'll come together pretty well by the end of today.
Hello. So we have not done a very good job of filming our progress recently, so we're just going to do a recap. First things first, we've installed the lights. So we now have overhead lights, all the can lights are in. Jared has also installed the light fixture that goes over the sink. You may also notice he built out this whole section of cabinets. So this is our pantry. This is the enclosure where the fridge will go. Obviously the washer dryer is in here, and then we have additional storage over the washer dryer. We come around toward the front. We've also installed the metal frames around some of the windows. We have also started filling in the holes in the end cap, so we have lights installed where there were holes on the underside. Speakers have gone in, they're wired into the main entertainment system, and then we kind of just did this decorative grate to cover up this hole in the front. Then, if we turn around and head towards the back, you can also see Jared put in the trim around the fans, so the fantastic fans up here, and then also the exhaust fan. And then continuing towards the back, we do have the over the sink light installed and the overhead lights in the bathroom. Turning around, we have the bedroom lights and the light over the closet installed. And then probably one of the biggest changes is we have the headboard and footboard installed in the bedroom.
The sideboard is really the only storage that we built into here, and this will hinge up like this, and then we'll have storage inside of here. It basically goes from side to side, if you can't quite see it all the way, and just from here to the back. It's not a lot, but it'll definitely fit quite a few blankets. You'll remember before how oxidized the entire exterior was when we bought Pauline. And so we had to use 3 different levels of polish. One to kind of just clean up a lot of the oxidation and small scratches. The other one to clean up still more and polish it up. And then the final one was just the mirror finish, which you're seeing right now. It just gives it that really nice shiny look to it. And so we have now done that on the entire exterior. Up front originally was an 8-track player, a radio, clock, light switches, all that stuff. We have a lot of wiring right here. These are the running lights for the Airstream. Of course, we have speaker wiring. We even have lights underneath here. And so one of the things that we needed to do was close up this section. And so that's what we did. We built a shelf kind of in place. We can now push that in. It'll actually secure in place. But so that we don't have to pull it out every single time we need to do something, which hopefully is pretty rare, we have this back that we can just slide in place.
Ta-da! No more holes in the front of the Airstream.